but still morning. So today's Thursday, September 7th. I still know what day it is, sometimes. So I thought I'd come on and just show a couple of things that I have been doing, which really amounts to nothing. I'm still doing my puzzles. And, you know, I started, I showed you the hat that I only had 2 rows done on it, on the loom. And it was this yarn. I took it off because I was doing a knit, purl, purl, you know, we have 2. Somewhere along the way in the first 2 rows I lost count and said, nah, screw it. I just took it off, and this time instead I decided I was going to do a garter stitch. This way I don't have to worry about losing track. It's all knit, all purl, and I always end with a row of purls, so I know the next one is a knit. Besides, I can tell the way the yarn is positioned in on here whether it's a knit or a purl. So that's it, and I'm finding now that it's more comfortable now to hold the thread. I can't actually hold this up and then hold the thread, so I have to put it like between my knees. So it's a little bit of a challenge, but it's not painful. Sewing is another story. Even though it doesn't hurt to sew, I can guide the fabric. I know I'm repeating myself. I'll use different words. And I can now grip and hold like fabric together. And they told me that this weighs just ounces. I don't care how many ounces, only ounces it weighs. When you're at the sewing machine, because the elbow is bent and it can't unbend, you have to have the arm up and you're guiding it through. By the time I've been on the machine for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it starts to ache in here from holding it up, and my shoulder starts to hurt because I'm having to support that in a natural manner. Hopefully I see them in the 28th of September, 26th of September, and if I have to wear the cast for another couple of weeks, he said the second round would be, this would be coming off here, so it would, I'll be able to, if I could move my arm, straighten it out, it would make all the difference in the world. Excuse me. So that's my sewing story. So I am doing this, and because this is pretty much what I can do as far as crafts go, I decided I'm just gonna make those little hats for now. At least I get to play with the yarn. Yeah. So that's it. So I got some new socks the other day. I actually ordered these online, and I like the diabetic socks that have the really stretchy tops because my legs swell. So I got them. Look, purple, and these have that, I can't pull too far, but anyway. So I got 2 pairs of purple, 2 pairs of pink, and 2 of the black and white. So I think I'm in socks for a while. Oh, yay! I got socks. So then this morning, by the way, we went out early this morning and I got my oil changed. I got my car's oil changed. Mine's fine. We went to the post office, ladies, and mailed the packages to the winners of my drawing. They're gone. I don't know how long it takes to get to the UK. I guess it depends. Anyway, they're gone. So, yay. There are a couple of things in the bag in your packages that you'll see. Let it stay there. So after that, we went over to the dollar store. Now, I never did much shopping in the dollar store except for like stationery stuff and like that. And I said, you know, let me just take a look. So I got you know the pop-up foil wraps that, you know, they're already cut and you can just wrap sandwiches in them. Well, my stepdaughters make their wraps at night before they go to bed. And this way, they can just pull it out because neither one of them can tear a piece of foil without ruining the whole roll. So we got the pop-ups. And even at the best price is really at Walmart or Market Basket. And both places have them for $2. And there's 40 wraps in a package. At the dollar store, everything in this particular dollar, it's not the Dollar Tree is $1. There's 25 to a package. So for the same $2, I got 50. I bought 2 of them. I got 50 wraps instead of 40. So that worked out really nicely. And then I got the quart bags and the sandwich bags. I'm thinking, you know what? All they do is put their little Gotsy things in there, and we throw the bags away. So I'm not spending a lot of money on those things. So, and what else? I got something I don't even remember. I got a bag of pretzel twists. Now, they're not bad, but sometimes, you know those odd brands that you get in strange places? They almost like they're cooked a little bit longer than like Snyder's or Rolled Gold or one of those others. They're a little skinnier and they're also harder. Okay, yeah. But anyway, so that's that. I won't do that again. But the girls will eat them. And while we were there, right in the plaza, right next to that, happens to be Joann's. And I said, well, as long as this is what I'm going to be able to do, is illuminate for the duration of this little stint, I don't have any number 5 yarn. I gave it all away. So I went in just to get a skein of yarn. So I found this, which I have seen before. This is Serenity Chunky, Deborah Norville. Number 5, this one is called Forest. Now, I went in for 1 skein. I did buy 2 because when I walked in, it was on sale for $2.79. I could have grabbed 1 of each, but once the cast comes off, I'm not going to be using it. So I said, don't get carried away now, Kathy, really. So I got this one, and I got this one because I love red. Even though purple is my favorite color, red is my second favorite. So at least I've got enough to make 2 more hats. We'll see if I get those done before the cast comes off. And then we came home and just kind of, that's it. We haven't been home that long enough for Joe to start a soup and wash the kitchen floor. And for me to make myself some iced tea. This is David's iced tea, rainbow sherbet. This is rainbow sherbet. It is delicious. It's one of my favorites. I hope they don't, get rid of it or whatever. Well, that's my whole update for today. But it's only 20 past 11. There could be more, but it will have to wait. Now, the other hat that I showed you before, I haven't done anything on it, so I didn't bother bringing it out. There's nothing, I have a hair, nothing new on it. Okay, so now we have business out of the way. I just want to mention here, in this particular forum, I want to talk about Snapchat. Come in closer so you can hear me. I really like my friends on Snapchat. And for the most part, not all of us, and I don't want to hear any grief later about you guys saying, are you saying I'm old? Even you guys, I know you're going to say, what is she saying? I'm not seriously, but joking. Basically, our group is a group of mature older women, some of us, and by older I mean we're over 40, except probably 2 or 3. I won't name you, but I know who you are. And we have things in common. Some of the things we have in common would be our crocheting, knitting, spinning. I don't spin, but we all yarn things. Sewing. So there's fabric. We like to garden. A lot of us have grown children. Some have grandchildren. Some have, but the thing is, we all have pets. We have things to talk about. And we develop a relationship with people through that medium, which is really a good thing. Sometimes we get to meet the people, sometimes we don't, but that doesn't matter. So, that being said, when you have a lot of friends on a social media like Snapchat, you obviously are there to talk about your day, about your kids, about your grandchildren, your pets. Our pets are just our beloved pets, and we all love to see that. When you come into, and I want my Snapchat name will be posted below as it always is. Anyone who wants to come into my to Snapchat with me is welcome. If I don't know who you are, because I don't recognize your name for whatever reason, private message me here on YouTube and tell me who you are, and I'll add you. If you are a person, and this is where I'm going with this, if you are a person everybody has their own use for Snapchat. A lot of people go on because they like to play, which is nothing wrong with that. But for the most part, my group, I don't own the group, but my group of people, we joke and we have fun and we talk. However, we don't do it in a childish manner. And that's only my opinion. Somebody else wouldn't think this is childish. But since we're talking about my Snapchat, I can say it's childish, because it's whatever you perceive it to be for yourself. If you are going to come on to Snapchat and I am going to follow you, and what you give me is frame after frame after frame of filters, no conversation, I'm going to unfollow you, because it's a waste of my time and I'm not amused. If you're going to private message me all those filters, I will unfollow you, because now my phone is going off, bing, 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 saying that I have a message, and I think that my sister wants something, I think that my son might want something, and I think that somebody might need help with something. So I'm going over to the phone and I'm stopping what I'm doing normally, and I'm checking that message. And when I open that message and I find it's very annoying, especially when it's posted privately to me and also in your main story, so now I see it twice. If that is what Snapchat is for you, that is your freedom. I choose not to. That is the whole crux of it. This kind of social media is whatever you perceive it to be for you. So then you need to be with friends who do the same thing, so that through the day, and you're doing all those filters and making funny faces, you can amuse each other. But I do know that the group of people that I am with, and I'm not sure if I'm not really speaking for everyone, I just happen to know that most of them won't watch those either. So that is my Snapchat deal. So if there have been a few people that I have unfollowed, if I have unfollowed you, it does not mean I don't like you. It does not mean I'm not following you still in another medium, in another social media. It just means that I'm not following you on Snapchat, because Snapchat is really a conversational media. It's not like Instagram where you can post pictures and comment. You could, but it's not really designed for that exclusively. And if I want to look at funny stuff, I go to Snapchat. When I want to talk to my friends and I'm looking to see what they're doing and what they're growing and what the cat's doing and what the dog's doing, and you know, and who's crocheting what, who's growing what, and where the heck did you go on that airplane, Catherine? Then I go to Snapchat. So I keep those things separate. So if I have unfollowed anyone, that would be the reason why. And that's all. That's the reason. I want to go on and watch spinning. And those filters, although they are cute and they do things, you know, there's some people just think that it makes them look so wonderful and so this, and and it really, it's not, to me, it's not funny. And that's just not my cup of tea. Yes, I do have a sense of humor. Trust me. I have a sense of humor. That just isn't not where it goes. So that's it in a nutshell. So anyway, not really a long video, but my video of the day. And I am going to go do some more work on my hat. I am actually going to try and write out some tags for some jewelry I'm putting up at the Willows and see how those go. And you ladies, when you get your packages, I just have to tell you, I addressed those packages myself with my right hand. I'm left-handed, and I thought they came out pretty good, if I do say so myself. However, when we get to the post office, my husband had to fill out the customs form because you have to write small. I can't do that with my right hand. So anyhow, enough yammering. Thanks for stopping by. I will talk to you guys soon, I'm pretty sure. Have a great afternoon.